Hi guys, it is April from Getting Hooga With It. Today I'm here to do my May book haul for you. I have some amazing ones and I can't wait to share them with you, so let's get into it. So I have 10 books to share with you today. I am so lucky 9 of these books were sent to me by publishers. I'm very, very lucky. I'm going to start with the book that I bought myself, and that is A Prayer for Owen, Meany by John Irving. I've never read any John Irving, and one of my bosses actually said that this was one of his very favorite books, and this edition is actually exactly the same edition as The Little Stranger by Sarah Waters. That one is pink. This one is purple. The edges, it's just beautiful. This is a growing up story about two boys who touch each other's lives in a very meaningful way, and they're bonded forever. And it is about their lives, and I really like to read this, especially when you hear it's someone's favorite book. It kind of, I don't know, there's something about that makes me want to read all of those books. So I'm hoping that I will like that. So the next two were sent to me by Simon & Schuster Canada. They sent this one unsolicited. It's Social Misconduct, and this is really about social media. It's about a woman who receives an iPhone for free. She starts using it, and then she starts becoming harassed online through social media, and it's her fighting back from it. I have no idea. I've never heard of this before or of this author, so let me know in the comments below if you know of S.J. Mayer. Next is The Last Houseguest by Megan Miranda. This is about a very small town in Maine, and it's kind of got two kinds of people that live there. People who go there for vacation, and then obviously the locals. And these people don't really usually intermingle at all. But there are two girls who have formed this friendship for years and years and years. One of them goes there on vacation every summer, and the other one lives there. Now, one day, Sadie, who is someone who just pops in every summer, Sadie is found dead. The police rule it as a suicide, but her friend knows that there's something more going on, and people are actually pointing the fingers at her. So she has to defend herself, also find out what happened to Sadie, who killed Sadie. It sounds like such a great summer read. This screams summer to me. So I'm very excited. This one is coming out on June 18th, so you can look out for it then. And then next, Blood Axe Books sent me Jen Campbell's new poetry collection, which I'm very eager to dive into. If you have not heard Jen Campbell read her work out loud, you are missing out. This woman, I could listen to her all day. Honestly, I really could. So I'm really eager to dive into her poetry collection. It says that this poetry collection dives into the realm of rotten fairy tales, the possession of body, and the definition of beauty, which sounds very interesting. I'm so excited to read this. And the next 6 are all from Penguin Random House Canada. I'm very lucky. First up is Normal People by Sally Rooney. I've heard wonderful, wonderful things about this for the most part. There are a few people that couldn't get on board with this, but this is about two people that are in a couple and they don't communicate very well, and I think their relationship kind of crumbles because of that. But I'm really eager to read some Sally Rooney and see if she's for me, because she is so adored on BookTube and beyond. So yeah, I got Normal People. And then, oh my gosh, when this landed on my doorstep, I kind of squealed inside because I've been waiting for it for so long. It's Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I know a lot of people have already, dived into this and really liked it, and I'm the last one on the bandwagon, but I'm so excited to read this. This is supposed to be kind of inspired by Fleetwood Mac. It's about a band in the 70s. What happens when their band breaks up, why they break up, And the whole thing is written in interviews, so it's not like a normal kind of story. It's really written in interviews from different band members, and I need to read this. Must. I also kind of lost my mind when this came in a package yesterday. Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Riley Sager is one of those authors. He's a thriller author. I need to read his stuff the minute it comes out. Like, I have a lot of books on the go at this moment, but it's taking everything in me not to drop everything and read this book. This is his latest thriller, and it's coming out in July. This follows a young woman whose job it is to apartment sit in New York City. That's her new job, which is weird. And it proves to be incredibly dangerous at one particular location that she apartment sits. I really love home invasion stories. I don't know what that says about me. That's a bit creepy, but I really enjoy those kinds of thrillers and horror books. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a good one. It's Riley. I mean, how could it not be? They also sent me The Invited by Jennifer McMahon, or McMahon. I always get that wrong. I think it's Jennifer McMahon. In any case, this is a haunted house story about a couple who leave suburbia. They're done with that. They move to the country and decide to build a house in the country. Now, the woman in this couple, Helen, becomes really consumed by the history of this little area, and she becomes consumed with the local legend of Hattie Breckenridge, a woman who lived and died there a century ago. She starts collecting artifacts and bits and pieces from the house, the remnants of the house where that woman stayed. They construct their house and they create a haunted house. It sounds like so much fun. And Jennifer McMahon writes a ghost story in a really amazing way. Very unsettling. She wrote The Winter People, which I really enjoyed, so this I know I'm going to enjoy as well. Next is If You Want to Make God Laugh by Bianca Moraes. She wrote Hum If You Don't Know the Words, which was one of my favorite books of last year. I loved it so much. This book is coming out on July 16th of this year, and oh, I'm so excited. Bianca writes characters that you will care about forever. In this book, we're following 3 women. One of the women is actually 17 years old, so she's not quite a woman yet. She's on her way. She lives in poverty, and she's also 8 months pregnant. We also follow a socialite named Ruth, who everything seems like she's got it all together on the outside, but on the inside she's quite crumbling. We also follow a nun named Delilah, and they all end up in the same hometown, or they all go back to the same hometown, where they find an abandoned newborn baby, and all of their storylines interlink, and that she does that so well. In Hum If You Don't Know the Words, it was 2 storylines that we were following really, and those storylines linked at one point, and it was so meaningful. It's really hit or miss when people do that, and she just does it really well, so I trust her so much with my reading life and my heart. I'm so happy to have this on my shelves. And last up is a book that I'm really eager to read, and it's going to help me very much not so far from now. It's called Cribsheet by Emily Oster. Now, Emily Oster wrote Expecting Better, which is about pregnancy. And Emily Oster is an economist, so she's very used to working with numbers and looking at data and analyzing it. And when she became pregnant, she found that she's being told a lot of things. Not all of it was consistent. And she decided to deep dive into the data for her own self, for while she was pregnant, to just make decisions on her own that were informed. She's done the same thing here, but this is after you've had the baby. This is a data-driven guide to better, more relaxed parenting from birth to preschool I'm so happy that I have this. This arrived yesterday too, and I can't wait to dive in because I have a feeling that she's going to help me out a lot. You get so much advice when you're pregnant or a new mom, and everyone has different experiences because we're all different. And I really appreciate hearing people's stories of what worked for them. But I do tend to lean towards this kind of advice where I know that they've done their research and like I know where they're getting their information, and so I cannot wait to dive into this. So those are all of the amazing books that I got in May. I'm really happy. Like I feel like this is one of my favorite monthly book hauls that I've done in a while. I've got such good thrillers that I can't wait to dive into. A nonfiction that's going to help me as a new mama. I'm so lucky. So thank you so much to all of the publishers who sent me these amazing books. I really appreciate it, and I know how very lucky I am. I hope that you guys are doing well. Let me know in the comments below. Have you bought anything yet this May that you're super excited about? I would love to know what book that is, and I'll talk with you soon, okay? Bye!